Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. Today I want to look at a coin that comes from Thessaly, from the town of Larissa, from 350 to 340 BC. It's a dram of 5.93 grams. It's a double-signed die, and on the obverse you have the head of Larissa facing slightly left with AI above the head, and on the reverse you have a horse preparing to roll with AI below the stomach and Larissa in exurg. Take a look at that. So here is the drum. Let me zoom in a bit. Here's the drum. And you have AI right up there. Above that head. The hair split there. And you can see her hair, and as if you're looking into a lake and she's looking back up at you with the hair kind of waving in the waves there. It's a water nymph. And so then on the back side we have AI right below the belly there. A horse getting ready to roll. Okay, now we're gonna share a screen. Okay, so this is from NGC Collector Society. Bring this up over here. And just has some information here about it. Let's take a look at the map and where it is. Oops. I'll go back there. Just enlarge this a little bit. Okay, so this area here in red is Larissa. Or Thessaly, excuse me, Thessaly, and Larissa is right there. And then this area right up above, this area in here is Macedonia. And so let's read a little bit about it over here. It says, the city of Larissa lies in the heart of Thessaly, a Grecian territory of the Aegean Sea south of Macedon. Various peoples lived off the fertile soil in this region dating back to at least Neolithic times. Thessaly supplied agricultural goods throughout Greece and the rest of the Mediterranean world, and still does today. In particular, Thessaly was famous for its prized horses and cavalry that fought in ancient battles such as the Greco-Persian and Peloponnesian Wars in the 5th century BC. By early 4th century BC, Thessaly had reached the peak of its influence after being unified under Jason of Pherae. However, Jason was assassinated in 370 BC, and after a series of internal and external struggles, it was Philip II of Macedon who would take the territory under his wing and being declared archon by the Thessalians. Around that time, Larissa produced coins of exquisite beauty, such as this drum, accorded a fine style designation by NGC. They're talking about this coin here, which is nice as well. Indeed, definitely better surfaces, but I kind of like the art on my coin anyway. But that I would love to have that coin as well. It's very nice. The obverse depicts the expressive head of Larissa herself, former daughter of primordial kings who drowned in the river Peneus and was reborn as a water nymph. On the reverse is one of Thessaly's famous horses crouching in a dramatic pose as if about to roll. This particular dye variety with a thorny plant growing from ground between the horse's legs was probably minted after Philip II won the Battle of Charon, with the subsequent formation of the Hellenic League unifying Greece for the first time. Not surprisingly, a major factor in this victory was the charge of the Thessalian cavalry led by Philip's 18-year-old son and successor, Alexander, also known as Alexander the Great. The coin details Thessaly, Larissa, 4th century view. Okay, so it goes on to talk about the coin that they are showing here, but this is just a different example of the one I have. They're both from Thessaly and Larissa. I was just reading you a little bit about the history there. And so, yeah, this coin would have been, get this out of my way. This coin would have been minted a little prior to Alexander the Great, but his dad may have already had this area under tribute, and it was, again, these horses from this era and this time period, this area, that Alexander the Great used on his famous conquests, and they were already famous in that area for the horses of the Peloponnesian Wars and others. So I just find it kind of fascinating indeed. Maybe that's one of the horses that was so center in those wars at that time. Beautiful coin, double signed. Very cool.